Hey there, friends. It's Lindbergh, your host of the Health and Fitness Motivation Podcast. This is a very special podcast designed for all of us folks who have chronic illnesses, who are completely out of shape. We've got diabetes or fibromyalgia, or we twisted our ankle, or maybe we are blind. Yes, and you put all those groups together, it's the majority of us. So today, we're going to continue on with our January theme. This January, we've got a theme of looking at our previous 3 days to gather information so that we can take our next days going forward and have more strength, more health, more vitality, and more energy. Yesterday, we talked about hydration. Today, I'm going to just talk a little bit about nutrition. Okay. As you know, nutrition is a huge topic. But what I want you to do for this context of 3 days is when you're having a day where your energy is particularly low, lower than normal, because some of us, our bar is really low and it just goes low, right? Look at the last 3 days and just take inventory. What did you eat? What did you eat? Was it, did you have a really busy day where food was scarce and you didn't eat enough? Did you have a day where you just ate, nachos and then you went through McDonald's and you got that bacon cheeseburger and the French fries and then you went out with some friends and it was their birthday and you ate the cake and then the next day you came home from your friend's party and they sent you home with leftovers and then there was like more junk food and more candy and more stuff around and you realize the last 3 days you didn't eat as well. Yeah. So what you want to do is not look back at those last 3 days where you didn't eat as well. And I know maybe it's been the last 3 weeks or the last 3 years or the last 3 decades you haven't eaten well. Okay. I know that. But to look at that and know that has a profound impact on how you're going to feel today. Even if you have chronic illnesses and even if you've got all kinds of other issues you're working through, sometimes with us, we tend to say, oh, I'm just so used to feeling crappy. I'm so used to feeling bad that we forget that these little things really do have big impact on us. So you look back and say, okay, have I been eating crappy? If I have, then what I say is, okay, that is what it is. I do my damnedest to not put any big negative emotion around it because that is the pit of despair that our brain goes to. Our brain likes to look at the bad eating we did and we call it bad eating and we say, oh, I'm so bad. Look at me. I ate bad. Okay, we know this. So what we're going to do is instead we're going to say, aha, I have this treasure map in front of me and I found a clue, one more clue as to why I might not be feeling as good today. And it's something that I can choose to influence if I so choose to. Yesterday we looked at hydration. Was like, oh, I didn't drink well enough. I'm dehydrated and I ate like crap for the last 3 days. Those two alone would make any even normal healthy person not feel good. So we want this to be empowering to say, oh yeah, I can actually point my finger at something that I have control over that will help me feel better. So here's what I want you to do today with this. I want you to take yesterday's lesson of hydration and listen to that one again if you don't feel like you have a really rock solid plan around hydration. I want you to take today's lesson on nutrition and look at what you've eaten in the last few days and just think about how do I want to feel 3 days from now? And what adjustments can I make? And I'm not going to solve the whole world at once, right? We're not going to do that. But what incremental nutrition change could I make along with the hydration that in 3 days from now, I might be feeling better? And you guys, this is only 2 out of like 12 things we're going to cover. And once we get to the end of this 3-day series, you're going to have 12 different things you can look at and do, and then be like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so much better. And what I didn't actually cost me a dime. In fact, maybe it saved me money. Yeah, we're going to talk about alcohol later. Alcohol's expensive. But look at that and use it as an empowering way to say, despite my chronic illnesses, despite my issues, despite that hip that won't work for me, there are things that I can do to help me feel better, to have a better outlook on life. And I know it's not the end all be all, but man, oh man, you add these things up together incrementally and they are powerful. And I want you to be empowered to do these things for your life so you can live your very best life. And wow, that sounds like a platitude, but I mean it from the depths of my heart. Alrighty, friends, if you are new to Couch to Active, that's the company that supports this podcast, please check us out. We are here to help you figure this out. Go over to couchtoactive.com. The homepage there has the very first step you want to do. I think it even says like step 1, start here, step 1. It'll get you dialed into what Couch to Active is all about and help you identify what your next best step is to be feeling better and having more energy despite the setbacks you have in your life. We're here for you. Alrighty, head on over there now, couchtoactive.com.